All right, so Tyler, few body turn drills here. I want to get rid of a little bit of that reverse spine angle where you can kind of see like your body is kind of getting ahead of the golf ball a little bit at the top, right? Which is causing you to kind of throw your arms out to catch back up to the golf ball. So what I want you to do is just kind of put like a alignment rod on the ground here, just inside like your right foot. Club across your shoulders, super basic here. Get into your golf posture, and what we want to kind of make sure we don't do is getting this club lined up with like over our left leg here. We want to feel like we actually move the right hip out of the way and we place this club over like that inner part of the right leg. So you should feel like your head and like your shoulders actually might move a little bit off the golf ball for you. And just trying to get, again, this club that's in your arms here just lined up with that stick on the ground there, right? And if you do it right, it should look like this, and you should have a little bit of that spine tilt where it's not really leaning the opposite way. You have a little bit of spine tilt in the correct direction this way, right? So that's gonna help you actually get the club a little bit more behind you and give you all this space from the inside to actually hit the golf ball from the inside. So that's drill number one. I'll send a couple more over. Body turn drill number two. I want you to kind of get up against like a wall here. And what we want to avoid doing is getting like the spine to lean too much of this way over the left leg. So it's kind of like the last drill. We're just gonna feel like the right hip kind of gets out of the way, and you place your shoulders a little bit more closer to this wall here. You know, if I had you go all the way to the wall, that might be a little bit excessive, but just kind of get as close to it as you can. And again, we're gonna kind of create a little bit of this spine angle where it's actually tilted a little bit away from the target instead of like you were doing, getting the spine angle towards the target, right? So doing this drill properly, it's gonna look like this. My right hip's out of the way. And again, I'm just kind of placing my shoulders towards the wall. So it kind of looks like that, right? All right, Tyler, so last drill here, we've been talking about the body turn. And what we mentioned in the lesson is we noticed that the right hip had a tendency to kind of come out a little bit too early, you know, in the downswing, which was causing your hands and like the golf club to get a little bit outside the golf ball, right? When we were hitting that shot on the hosel. So what I want us to feel is as we're making this nice full turn, we want to make sure that we're not under rotated. So we want to make sure that this right leg doesn't keep so much flexion. We actually want to lose some of that flexion and see that right leg straighten a bit, right? And from there, you can see that my right hip is kind of getting out of the way. It's kind of pushing towards the wall. So we want to feel that. I'm going to use a little bit of like a exercise ball here. And what we want to see is the same thing. I wanted that right hip to kind of work out of the way, works back towards the ball here. And from here, as we start the downswing, I don't want to fire my right hip open because the ball falls, right? So hopefully you have something like this at home that you can do this. But again, making that nice turn, shoulders over the right leg, hip out of the way. I want to start the downswing by keeping this right hip deep, right? So as we start the downswing, I'm going to keep that right hip kind of on this ball here. I'm going to use all that space that I created for my arms, right? So the minute I throw this right hip out, I lose all that space and I get kind of jammed up with the golf ball, right? So this is just another way to kind of work on what we talked about, right? All right, man, good luck.